Hello, my name is Chrisette Wigfall and I am representing the Missouri City chapter. This is my submission for the Speakers Tournament entitled Whitewashing History. Zora Neale Hurston once remarked, "There are years that ask questions and the years that answer." In this pivotal year, we find ourselves asking the right question. How do we ensure that our youth learn the vital role African Americans played in building this country, including the brutal truth about slavery? What harm comes from minimizing the full effects of slavery? I believe the first question is closely related to critical race theory, and the most effective way to combat its misconceptions is to revive the tradition of table talk. Not the red table, but rather the dinner table. While some may argue that it's the school system's responsibility to educate children on their history, I propose that the initial point of contact for learning history should be at the center of the home, the dinner table. Living in a household with 4 generations of women, I absorbed stories from my grandmother and my great-grandmother, who recently passed away at the age of 98. These personal narratives laid a foundation for my education and my history. Over the past 3 years, society has been challenging the African American culture with the mischaracterization and definitional theft of the critical race theory by attempting to alter the narrative of our history, our struggle, and our growth. I ask you, are we willing to let others whitewash our history with the stroke of a pen or a paintbrush? The answer, absolutely not. So how can we eradicate the erosion of our history so that young people like me and those who come after me can have an authentic appreciation and gratitude for the struggle and sacrifice that affords me the rights that I enjoy today? A simple 4-letter word, TALK, talk. We can pass down cars, land, and jewelry from generation to generation, so why can't we do the same with our history? Francis Rivers said that we're each single thread woven together in a tapestry God has created. Throughout American history, one common thread has connected every pivotal moment: the African American people. Yet America seems to keep attempting to press the mute button on the truth, its terrors, and triumphs. In 2022, Governor Ron DeSantis signed the Stop Woke Act in Florida, preventing the teaching of Black history and critical race theory in K-12 classrooms. In fact, they claim that slaves developed skills that could be applied for their personal benefit. I have a few questions, Governor. How did we benefit from being raped and whipped? How did we benefit from being hunted and hung? How did we benefit from being bred, branded, sold, and separated from our families? You can keep your sleeping pill bill of deceptions. I choose to stay woke. Zora Neale Hurston's words resonate. If you are silent about your pain, they'll kill you and say you liked it. So let me be clear. We didn't like it. Our future is at stake and my generation is in the driver's seat. Why is this important? George Santayana said, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." Number 45 dismantled the 1619 Project, placing our voter rights and subsequently civil rights under attack. He and others have consistently and cunningly tried to corrupt our culture and contaminate our history. And if we are not careful, they will roll us right back onto the plantation. We won't see it coming because we won't recognize it. We won't recognize it because we won't know the history. That's the harm. How do we ensure that our youth learn the vital role African Americans played in the building of this country? Talk about it. At the table, in the car, it's worth the time. Moms, dads, grands, aunts, uncles, lords, ladies, mentors. Pass it down and we'll pass it on. We must be the living, breathing manuscripts of our history by reciting the beautiful ballad of our bravery with fidelity. They can whitewash and print, but what penetrates our hearts and minds will live in perpetuity. Thank you.